Yeah, we haven't seen NIP play Dust2 or Cloud9 this event so far. This will be our first for both of these teams, so we'll see what they have in store for us. C9 starting on the T side. Couldn't see what Seppa and Floppy had, but we do have 2 sets of nades on Azatag and Messi. 2 smokes left though only. 4 on 3.
Like got the P250 though. Do you guys believe in the P250 on a pistol round for the T's?
Is he gonna try to sell a mid split or something? No.
I think he'll just be on the lurk. Yeah, I think he'll just try to be on the lurk, like catch a guy rotating here maybe.
We're going pitching a stag, doing some damage at the very least. Mezzi will clean up, crosses the smokes, makes his way towards site. 2 stuck in CT now for Hampus, well, for NIP, Hampus and Twist. Slowly creeping up. Will they go for a boost maybe? Cloud9 quietly making their way towards short. Here comes the creep, and looks like Ninjas in Pajamas with their new logo will be taking the pistol round here on Dust2.
They don't know.
See, this is what I meant with the whole thing of like reading the game. So a B rush, for example, is just literally to make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen. This is a good play from NIP. I mean, we know for a fact like how many teams does go fast B on the first weapon round? Not a lot. Just starting, 1 guy to cross and 4 guys to 8 is.
Like, I don't know, like perhaps just make a default, try to see how the CTs are actually playing.
I think they're starting to push long early just to give that in the mindset of CT. So that way, to your point, right, to then fall back into doing defaults or even like fast B splits and stuff like that to ensure that, we want NIP to start 4 long, hopefully in the future as well.
Yeah, I do kind of miss the very set spawns that you had in the older iterations. Because, again, it's on the opponents to actually understand when you have a good long spawn and when you have a poor one and adapt accordingly.
But yeah, I think, like, fixed spawns, I think, like, Dust2 is probably a map where Messi's gonna die to an upper here.
Yeah, they also choose to go with the bomb at long, so 3 long, 2 cats while they have cat control. Normally, what you normally do is you at least leave bomb in.
Look at the short guys now. They're gonna be so afraid of the car guy.
Down, right?
Yeah, but they're never gonna expect. Yeah, it's round over, but they're never gonna expect the guy in goose. Yeah.
You guys know the palm tree flash in the goose position.
No, you should teach me some nades, but I know you really.
Actually, Alex taught me this from watching his stream when he used to stream and watch his own demos back. Basically, so if you look at the goose position, there's a palm tree above it, and that palm tree is not solid. So if you throw a flashbang directly up,
so like the reality here should be the next 6 rounds should be towards a little bit more towards B. But I think it's very easy to read that the way that Alex has been calling this half so far. It's like very structured in the sense of like, oh, A hasn't been working. There's only 1 more bomb site to go to. I would have loved to see a fast B split here on this round, or even potentially a fast B split for next round as well, where we kind of fake a long take early.
Love to hear it, Robin.
Yeah, and especially when there's no timeouts, right? Because then, I think if a timeout is called, then I would be very worried, doing a B split or anything up, going B if you're seeing.
It does seem like Twist has deferred away from the op quite a bit in all the teams he's been in, even though, like, if you think back to when he really got on people's radar, like back in 2013, when he was playing for, like, Bucket and those teams, he was just a baller offer.
This is a great call. So to Adam's point about like G2s and like making it work, I mean, we look at the minimap right now. It's only 1 C9 player here, and it's Twist that's going to have to hold these guys off. He gets the first one. Super nice by him. He's looking for backup now. The fact that he's not down yet is it's a crime. It's an absolute crime. 2 on 2 now. Is it a war
crime or a hate crime, though? Which one?
It might be both. It might be both at this point. We'll see after the round, though. 2 on 2, Alex. Nicely hold. Yeah, I mean, this was looking pretty shaky for C9. They didn't hit the bomb site, but then the trades were in order. Twist survived way too long there, in my opinion. But they still made it competitive. 2 on 1 bomb down, and there's no way Knock wins that. First round on the board for C9. Surprised that Hampus.
Floppy will have to hold on to short here because long has been taken. Well, Floppy's dead. Mezzi's turn now. So important for Cloud9. Just 1 round from 10 on the T side here.
Oh, there's no Vita left on Cloud9.
Yeah, and based on economy as well, you could argue maybe had they knocked down some kills, it should be a save call. But positioning was there definitely for NIP. I mean, setup was absolutely there. I was surprised that Hampus went down there, considering that they had one guy coming into lower. So just waiting a little bit more would have probably made him survive.
But yeah, I think it's right now it's a good comeback from.
Some teams are lucky, right? I think the argument can be made when they removed Nuke Frostbite was obviously not great.
They're running into B, which is the correct call, since there was only one guy there, but Twist got 2 kills. And they're just falling back, but look at the rotation from NIP, yeah.
If they make it past this gap, Floppy might have won the round for them.
Did you guys see the Molotov which SSTag threw last round? They threw it like close mid-doors, but they were able to do it with a gap so they could walk through it.
There goes the
I
bomb.
didn't see it. At least it's just one round left, and they have a lot of money. So we're not going to go into the last round of the half with a crappy buy, which is nice for C9 at least.
Let's see if they're going to go super fast here. I would love to see them just go instantly and exec B now. They are, yeah. This is good timing because they know that they were 3 long.
Twist is too blind to risk throwing the nade out. Well, there's some kind of a crossfire. Hampus destroying absolutely everybody. 11 rounds for Ninjas in Pajamas at half-time. That's absolutely monstrous for them. We'll see if it continues after the break.
C9's
map pick, yeah. And they're 11-4 down. Did not have a very successful T side. We'll see if their CT side is better. That's not a great start, though. Knock in CT spawn already. Gets a kill on Alex. But it's a long play. And hell breaks.
There you see the P250, man. P250 in the hands of Raz.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't believe Nox moved, though. That's such a ballsy play. Oh, and they actually get the top of the box plan as well.
Yeah, that was a really cool pistol from NIP, actually.
I like that. One guy out mid, CT spawn, and 4 guys out long.
The classic A split through CT spawn and long, yeah.
Do we have in-game audio?
That's
we don't.
Eventually.
Some teething problems today.
I think Barlow can do the sound effects.
I've alerted the authorities.
It still feels like teams haven't experimented enough with like the opening of the skyboxes from Upper Dark, though, for retake purposes.
Yeah, I do think you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. Very much like you see the tendency of like Vertigo, for example, on A. You kind of save nades for a potential retake. So you can do very much the same on B on Dust 2. This is a very close round, though, nonetheless. So, as I say that, though, Hampus does get the kill on Floppy, but it's a 1-on-2. Messi still has a decent amount of HP to work with here. Hampus being low, 19 HP on him. Molly on Messi. We'll see. That should force the NIP player out of the spot.
Should probably save the AK at this point. Never mind. Who's gonna win it now?
Captain Curtis! Yeah. Oh my god!
I'd love to see
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about! Get the fuck out of here! Oh my god!
NIP playing a default round. Yeah, but the NIP playing a default now, though they saw the op towards A. At that point, they should probably just have jumped up short, tried to molly CT, and tried to go for the swing toward, because they know that they couldn't have had 2 ops saved from last round.
So ropey to Zephyr. He's got no flashbang support from anywhere. They're just so like an utility Cloud9 that they can kill people. That will certainly help. That is quite the turnaround, though, from Twist and Hampus. AWP is going to have to do a lot now. S-Tag might not find a range with the MP9 unless he finds a better weapon on short. Creeping up, but he's got to wait for that smoke. No diffuse kit on these 2 players for Cloud9. Someone needs to force players from some position on the site. Twist is on fire. Alex will hear that at the very least, but Hampus has found S-Tag around the smoke. Still alive for now, but he's starting to back off. Found an AWP, but seems to be running away. They'll both get eliminated. I think they maybe felt late they had to go for it, but...
No one B.
Unfortunate.
Bomb stuck top mid, though. So that's an interesting process.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, Hampus is able to take down 3 really quickly, so maybe...
Hampus is having a great game. Yeah, he's having a great game, Hampus here. Oh my god, and Knock is actually going for the play. Hampus could potentially... Okay, Knock sold the sold the play. This is still doable now for Xepa. Like, he knows that they're split 1-1. One should be probably coming lower tunnels, and the other guy is on A site. he could just try to just go for the pick or like smoke the bomb and force
Doesn't have a kit though, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he could smoke the bomb and make the CTs like, or the T's to start to. He is just gonna go for the duel. Yes, you have a smoke. You have a smoke.
Someone's gonna call that.
You have a smoke. You have a smoke. Okay. Unlucky.
We talked about the inexperience, man. It's stuff like that. It's like the small stuff.
Yeah, but you got 4 people dead, right? One of them should be calling that as well, no?
Yeah, for sure. He at that point, you know the operator is long, right? He took the first shot.
They're getting pretty deep, looking for that contact approach. Floppy's in a pretty good spot here. It's really difficult to check that because you've got so many other angles at the same time you're looking at the site. But Flopsy's going to be pretty comfortable. Floppy turned away because of the flashes getting sent out there. And look at the push here. The ground gained by NIP is really good. Have the whole site under control. 3 versus 2 after plant. Great start. But Alex and Esatag are playing together from long and bathrooms. So definitely a good chance for them to recover this situation still.
Still definitely doable. It's a very hard spot to be in, though. Where did the kits end up being dropped? I guess it's on the other side as well. So, I mean, still, I was going to say, it was still a possibility. I feel like we notice more and more teams nowadays kind of plan towards that CT spawn area, expecting people to just come fast flank. Especially if you haven't cleared up long. I think same could be said on a map like Train, for example, where you end up playing. But yeah, this is looking like, you know, Messi might have some fun here, depending on timing. He doesn't, though. Alex does get the trade. And with NIP being a man down already, you know, they're opting for that AXQ to throw the smokes down at least, taking their time, which I was going to say I quite like just to see the reaction from C9. But this is a good round from Cloud9, winning the eco round.
We'll see how common that will be. I think it was the big guys who would get a second one towards the party as well to make things worse. Speaking of making things worse, this is supposed to be an eco from Ninjas in Pajamas. Suddenly they've got a 3 versus 2, rifles and SMGs to be collected. And Alex and Floppy are going to have to play together here. It's going to be hard for them to defend both bomb sites without risking losing a player to a trade frag.
50 seconds left and C9 opts to push here. I'm a little bit confused as to the call because they should know that NIP should be really, like, not even armors, really much on a very, very safe round. The fact that it's a 3-on-2 now, I'd still say it's pretty safe. You know, Floppy, they have a good spot, and just the fact that NIP doesn't have armors is going to be very difficult for them to hit this bomb site, but definitely a little bit too close for comfort. Yeah, there we go. But you never discount the Deagles. It's always the round opener in some regards.
So Alex knows that Popsky's definitely lining up something. He's creeping forward and trying to find this. Catches Popsky. And there's more to be had there as well. That's pretty damn strong. Almost gets the... I don't even know how many degrees that was. That's flick, but it's going to be lights out for NIP. And they really struggled off the bat there. And I think that's...
So I think for what C9, you know, they have a really...
Oh, boy.
Damn. They have a very fire-heavy team, so you know really what you're looking for in Opera with C9 should not really be a lot of aggression. It should just be the consistency of getting the 1-2 kills when they're hitting the bomb sites.
That was a painful dry peek from Messi, and that leaves Alex in a lot of trouble. The numbers game now overwhelming for NIP, but a support flashbangs will certainly help. Flash from the back from Zeppa leaves S-Pack to clean up the A bomb site. That will definitely limit the bleeding for Cloud9. Again, the little plant bed behind him is another option for him. S-Tag now tried to hold down some space, but he's going to be moving into a crossfire here, so it's a funky play from Cloud9, but it looks pretty strong for him at the moment. Again, a flashbang spot. This time it will be denied, though. 4-on-3, Alex starts to move through with the Deagle, and it starts to collapse for Cloud9.
With that said, though, Floppy able to get a quick 2k and forward position does help a lot, and Twist is not ready for this. Nok does what he can to try to keep this chance alive, but there's no time, and...
It's a full buy here from NIP. Well, a Twist at least on the AK. Half buy for the others. Nok is down to 50 as well, but we know that he obviously ran out of time. Kept the weapon. But it's another round where NIP is not getting a lot done. They get map control, but that's about it. Not getting any entries or any kills outside of that before they hit the bomb site. I think C9's done a really good job with their initial holds here on the CT side. We also know as well that NIP's been focusing a lot on this A bomb side, so we'd like for them to essentially swap here a little bit. Let's...
Yeah.
And it's very much the same positioning here as well. We see, you know, the 3 members. NIP's not focused a lot on B, so C9 feels very comfortable with sticking 3 members here right off the bat.
Ooh. Here we go, all the action around Banana. That's going to be very difficult. Rez gets the double around the corner, and it's going to be a afterplot situation for NIP. A much-needed opportunity to win a round. Most of Cloud9 coming from, well, all the Cloud9 coming from CT spawn, 1 from Bank, 2 from Steps so far. Oh, Alex, yeah, he's performing right now, and Floppy as well. He's been on point. And Nork has got 4 HP, man. This is not a good look for him. Oh, man, this is going to be tough. He's going to go for the wide swing there, and Zephyr will take him down.
And this is what I was talking about from NIP. You see them smoke off Molly this time around, and he goes to the shot on the right. So it's a little bit faster of a default here. But obviously, we see the tendency from C9 as well. They have Messi in underpass this round. And even in terms of positioning from C9, they actually thought there was going to be a B play this round based on positioning. But Messi being down here, he gets the 2 kills again. So very much what we've seen so far this half. I was going to ask you, Dan, do you want to change your prediction again? Are you back on the C9 train?
I don't think...
And Rez still alive for the time being. Will Alex's position be checked for? Well, it will be one way or another. Oh, he's just about missed his shot. If he pressed even boyfriend round 1. The Tech 9 though might be enough. Oh, we're down to the 1 versus 1 actually. 29 seconds. He's got a little time. He's spotted Zephyr jiggling, and that'll be enough. 1 bullet more, and Rez has a second round, but not this time.
Yeah, and to your point here, James, obviously, you know what you saw C9, they're starting a lot more members at B. It comes really into the show. It's still a 3-on-3, and Nog is walking up, but it comes really into that C9s feel very comfortable of being able to hold A, and just expecting that, you know, NIP to start hitting the B bomb side a little more. The timing here is unbelievable for Nog. Damages Alex down to 1 HP, and still does damage to Messi as well. 22 on him. Still a dire situation here for NIP. We have 55 HP on Plopsky and 24 on Rez. No smokes. Molly and 3 flashbangs. That's a great start, though. Makes it a 2-on-2. And now it's very much in favor of NIP. About to get the bomb down here eventually as well. And Alex is so smart here. Obviously, he knows as well that he's just waiting for S-Attack to come over from the flank. Now S-Attack is in position. Alex wants to start clearing some stuff. I would argue that maybe we wanted to wait a little bit more. But yeah, that's a good round from NIP. 2-on-3 situation makes that happen.
Maybe lost in translation.
No, NA comms, man, you have to call it 5 times.
Well, and there you go. The big right eye swing there on Monster.
Another super cool round from NIP. We kind of see, if you look at the minimap here, I mean, we see them doing the same kind of start as well on the A default. It's just, what is it? I think it's Rez that's up in A there, and then once he gets a connection, even if it dies there, I'm pretty sure that the play is. With C9 not changing the way that they played, you know, Rez is getting a lot of free map control here. And if we were to judge from what they did last round, they waited for his contact, and then they went for this monster push. And this is when it happens. So we'll see here the move. Oh, man, they're ready for it this time around, though. Good positioning from Alex. Gets the first, and he's really the kingpin that we talk about. You expect him to be kind of close right or close left, not a deep angle with the AWP that we saw there.
Great awareness from him in decision making. Immediately goes towards take short. He can now allow his teammates to rotate and focus on Monster, where he knows one of the 2 players is. He knows one is A and one is Monster. So we'll just make sure there's no rotation from short. Allows the team to rotate in. And like, we don't know where the rest were on that occasion. And Plopsky finds himself alone now with the AK-47.
By Floppy getting the kill there, it kind of forces Tees to kind of, you know, not stop the chase. Yeah.
Go for the chase with the kit.
No way!
Oh no!
No way! No way! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
They got carried away.
The scroll wheel, man! Oh, that's a disaster. They should have won last round. It was very nicely done with the execute. See if they can get away with this one, make it an 11-4 half at least. Give them a few more rounds to play with. There we go, 11-4. That was a really quick execute. All members from C9 was there at the same time. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half.
Attack trying to chase down Rez as well. There's that short push coming in, but it's... Oh, wow. Zeppa's going to be able to take both of them down. And what a crazy series of frags between these two teams. It leaves it to Twist for NIP. And there goes the smoke, the pressure on the bomb. He's got a kid as well. Is he actually holding this? He is. Here comes the knife, though. He's getting stabbed. Goodbye, Zeppa. Getting 4 kills in this round. This is a really nice series of kills for him. And that actually brings him to 9 frags. A lot of players here ready for NIP, though. Looking ready to respond to
these nades could do a lot of damage. If Plopsy spots him here on timing... Oh, no, it's going to be too late. Yep. I don't know. I'm not a fan of like the... I know why you do it, but we saw that from C9 last round, that they walk in, and that spot is not great for that. So the nade stack did not work out that time around. I think you're better off holding the pillar if you're going to do some of that and just try and nade the site then.
I remember when this map first came out, that corner where we just saw a boost, Edward on Na'Vi would always jump peek that, and no one ever, in any of the matches I watched, no one would ever punish him for that.
I'm sorry, this is so smart. They know that normally an Opera just peeks bathroom angle, so the fact that you're just walking in here, sure, Rex is also here to help him out, so it's not going to work out. This is a really smart play from Alex.
Ooh. Yeah, that was one of the classic setups that we mentioned in the first half. Well, there are 3 players alive for an IP, trying to stay alive at this point as Alex
flashes up. Twist in a really important spot here to try to defend Plofsky with the bait, able to take down one. And there's the lineup for Twist. He was set up to succeed thanks to Plofsky, and easy end to the round. And maybe, just maybe, NIP off the back of that can string together some success.
Probably a lot of yelling as well, obviously being very hyped, but... Here we go, there was a timeout being called, and it leads into a B rush from C9, and a nice hold from Hampus. That's a quick shutdown, leaving only Alex with NIP 5 members alive. I was going to say, it's an added bonus if they stay to keep all their members alive. Plopsy just going down is still fine, but we don't want Alex to do any more damage here.
Oh god, this is suddenly getting very expensive indeed. Rez caught sleeping. And there's another 1 versus 1 for Alex. We'll see who's sharper now. Looking beyond the angle, actually. Now save Twist or help him.
So it leads me to believe it might have been an NIP timeout, and for them to you know, talk about stuff and doing something cool, and for C9 to just do a B exit play.
Rez, great player around the A side of the map. Always has been, always will be. Nork as well there to assist. Popsky chimes in too. It's looking pretty amazing right now for the Swedes. Mostly Swedes.
Oh, they're all Swedes.
Nice opening there, and off the back of that, they'll have to push, but indeed, this push in the back is going to be a problem there. There's a flank already set up, and it's looming, but that may not be necessary. Twist and Nork able to do so much damage there. And NIP really finding their footing at the moment, and it's Cloud9 that are going to have to start to figure out what some answers could look like. For Cloud9 to get onto a side or play a post plant requires stuff like that from Mezzi and S-Attack, just picking up the frags. NIP looking for info, getting punished very, very much so. And now Cloud9 are in a pretty strong position. No, it gets even worse. They still don't have nades to get onto the site, really.
Oh, they can't afford many of those. Hampus, maybe they're considering going for this. They've got the money for a buy next round anyway, so it looks like they will be. As bad as it looks. God, that was an implosion of a round from Ninjas in Pajamas.
Yeah, started off so well, too.
Yeah. Won't talk about all the times I've missed it. Oh, that's a nice headshot from Nork, looking for a third. He's got info maybe on 2 players. Not sure if that was just my X-ray or if he saw 2 of the final 3. Rez, that one should be free for him. It more or less is. You can see Zeppa falling back to give Rez some attention, but that will limit the progress the remainder of Cloud9 can make for the time being. 2 on 4. Rez playing T angles now as Cloud9 look for him. He'll peek every so often. Both hold the angle. Mezzi looking in the right place, but Rez just wasting time now. Look at the rotation from all the other NIP players. Doesn't need to fight to the death there. Just keeps Zeppa contained. As soon as he gets that kill, look how much he's surrounded now. There's not much air to breathe for Zeppa. Have to cut this one out, 19 HP. Great play by Rez to allow his team to collapse on Zeppa and finish off the round. They're only 4 behind.
Yeah, because normally you would make the argument you can push if there's like 30 seconds left, but because obviously C9 with 4 members alive, I do think you go for a gamble play here, and obviously NIP has gambled for that A-bomb site. Hampus does rotate back though, so they have made the right call here.
38 seconds on the clock as Cloud9 move in. That's a great shot from Floppy, and Nork has so much to do. Floppy crouching, standing, falling now. Nork has a kit. It's got most of its health.
Oh, that's so smart.
Away. And down to his doom he goes. Cloud9 will take overpass, a stonking CT half, and they finish it off in a T half to take things to train. Pretty slow pissed around, 30 seconds as NIP start to move up Ivy. Again, they did show some light presence towards B before, so we'll see how this plays out.
Oh, nice start there. Nice one tap from Alex. NIP does have control now of the outside. Bombs down though. Talk about the defensive side. That's a great little start from C9. It's a bit of a bonus round for CTs, having to buy these weapons and then coming to the third round, having to keep them. That's a good entry here though from NIP, getting Floppy. That means that the whole bomb side now is completely open. Alex goes down as well. You can make the argument that that should not have happened. Definitely now with NIP with the advantage, even though it's a 3-on-3. I say that though, Steppa with 2 nice kills, 3 kills to his name.
I thought they were going to get wrecked on that rotation into the B bomb site. Didn't look ideal for Cloud9, especially with the health on the likes of Mezzi, but here we are. Twist finds himself just outside of the bomb site. Does he commit to losing more here? Pretty much guaranteed to die, so I think he'll hold on to the AK. Well, I can see he literally doing that. Estag will create some space for himself. Can look over the smoke, of course. Oh, that's so fast as well. Hampus looking for a peek from a CT, but Estag was so fast to the headshot. Minute 15 as NIP continues to push. Estag got to be careful now. He just swings past towards D-box and lands a headshot on Blonsky, then follows up. Third kill now for Estag. Zeppa finally turning up to get traded, but Rez is alone.
They should know it's a one-way there as well. Normally, wait. That's a good start though. 1-on-3, 1-on-2 now.
None on 2 now. Any BFK is good these days. They have risen in price quite significantly.
I think I checked though. It's like $50. I don't know. It's like
no, it definitely isn't. Don't get scammed, Robin. Push into the bomb site. We got fire and flashes. NIP tries to plant the bomb or do some damage. Either one not happening at present. Hampus has got to carry that bomb just to get the trade frag onto the Floppy to make some space for them. Bomb's been dropped now. Estag and Zeppa up top. I can hear some help to their left as well. So there'll be 2 kills and no bomb plant for Ninjas in Pajamas. They do have maximum loss bonus though, so it could be worse.
Yeah, it's a rough one as well because they lost a player on team A. There could be a CT for all they know over there as well. But as I say that, a re-aggression up the ramp here on inner. It feels like Alex just loves it. He loves aggressing in this position so much.
It's working out because look at NIP, they want to rotate over, but just because they spotted the third, like technically you make the argument here, like maybe they should have rotated back. But it's putting at Cloud9 in a really good spot here. Messi in a great position as well, very aggressive. Gets the first kill onto Knock. 3-on-2, bomb goes down.
Oh! 15 seconds. That's great from Mezzi. And now Twist needs to find both kills here, ideally. 9 seconds on the clock. He might have half a chance to plant this bomb. Alex creeping from Ivy. Twist doesn't seem to know where he is just yet. Got to be careful about his legs as well, the shape of this train, but same could be said for Alex. Down he goes, despite the best efforts of Mezzi with the stylish flicks. It will be a round for Ninjas in Pajamas.
Still 4-on-3 though, bomb goes down. I think Messi's just going to be saving this AWP. Always to cast the curse though, he gets the first. And because of that, they go for it instead. Leaving Twist now in a 1-on-2 situation. Is he going to do another 1 versus 3?
Yeah, Mezzi doesn't have a kit. I don't know if there's one on the floor. Switching out for the AK-47, he can maybe use the smoke to try and bait something up. But the line of the bomb train is so simple to spray a smoke. He's found a feat from Twist now. 22 HP. Twist staying alive might be enough to win the round at this point. If Mezzi can't find a kit, then there's no way he's winning this round. But he'll at least make it expensive for Ninjas in Pajamas.
That's another really nice round from Twist. That's 2 rounds in a row that he's found himself in a 1 versus 3 situation. Wins both of them. Yeah, take a sip of Coke. You deserve it. Used up all their banks, their savings. Could afford themselves an SMG and a Scout. The fact that Edzag and Floppy gets 2 and 3 here. Full on brawl.
Great presence of mind from Alex. Calm shot onto Hampus. And they've got the sound cues for Nork as well with how close Zepper is. He'll find an AK for his troubles. And this has been brutal fashion. The Cloud9 should pull a 3rd round out of the bag. They'll do exactly that. See if Mezzi can upgrade his scout with something.
I really liked it from Edzag as well. He saved me the smoke, and he knows as well there's no movement, so I'm just going to smoke T-Con out this part. 30 seconds left. They're going to be very, very bad on timing here. And I think this is honestly just going to be a Cloud9 win. Just because there's been no movement, NIP hasn't really tried to force the nades over from C9 stand. As I say that, though, again, the caster curse is real. 3-on-3 situation now. 17 seconds left. No smokes left on NIP, so it's still a very difficult spot. And they just keep on peeking, though, as I say that every single time. You don't have to plant. They have to plant the bomb, and we just keep on.
Wow.
What's going on? Like, what's happening here?
Might even have some utility to deal with Ivy. In the meantime, he's going to creep into the middle of the site. There'll be some timing in play here as Zepper tries to figure out where this player is. Oh, Nork now a crouch peek elsewhere. Zepper now has the bomb and a rifle. High variance round for both squads, but it's gone heavily in favor of Cloud9 for the time being. But we've seen how this can turn out.
It was funny, Zappa got that kill, but I think that he thought that was the guy, that was Hampus. So he kind of stopped watching there for a second. Messi was still paying attention though, so...
He will have some reinforcements now, so NIP can breach this team main position, looking to move forward. Oh, so much damage being done here. Floppy and Messi critically weak. Floppy getting 1 kill, but look at the positions now being gained by NIP as they close in on S-Attack's position. He's got to be wary of that. But still, looks like they are keeping them at arm's length, though casualties are being had. And it doesn't feel very good for Cloud9 right now, especially, oh, Nork is going to wrap S-Attack. Another AK collected, and I don't even know how this happened, but Cloud9 are in a very bad spot. But Messi, he could get a double out of this. Oh, no!
Oh my god, that's insane!
No bullets, it's heartbreaking. And they've kind of forced NIP to have to go B as well, with some of the action early on here. And it might not favor Cloud9 after all, though. Zeppo is getting 1 kill, but it pales in comparison to the trio of kills that Plopsky has enabled with the help of Hampus. So
this is a big change, I guess. You do see the rotates coming in from C9, though, so this is a little bit wonky. I don't think NIP really quite knows that Alex is here, so we'll see if they're going to be aware. Steppa goes down, Alex goes down. Nice solid play here from NIP to close off the half. Looking to be... Again, I have to say that.
Robin, stop it!
I know. It's looking to be an 8-7. You know, listen, I'm still faithful, man. There's 1 flash left on C9. Messi does have a kit, but, you know, Molotov was just landed. It was a very early Molotov, though, from Knock. So there's still going to be enough time. And okay, fair enough. Yeah, they won. And that comes back to, again, I guess, caster curse. Dude, it's unreal, man. Every time you open them out, and it's just like, instantly, like, 2 kills.
Yeah, that's a great frag, and Hampus able to fall back off of that twist. Oh, he's got them jumping out and through the smoke. That's not going to feel good for him. Hampus still creeping around by E-Box now. And he is looking for the next engagement, but Alex will have his... But I like how Cloud9 is slowing this down now. It's just really smart to do that. Try to get a bearing as to who has what position. Put your info together, and as you'll be up against some Glocks at this point, S-Tag and Alex have collected USPs as well, but trying to play the range game. Always good with the USP. There you go. Where are the rest? Point they could be anywhere, but here are some footsteps. Rez is baiting perhaps with footsteps. I'm not sure, but he's made a lot of noise. There, he's actually baited out a peek indeed. Mezzi will go down. Alex now closing in his position. Great swing from Rez. He was so very aware of all of that.
Plenty of footsteps around the hell position. Nork having a look-see. Smells blood in the water. Rez will have some help soon from Plopsky by that E-Box position, which will be much needed. What's been a problem with these pistols? And while these players are low, there are more of them than there are of Twist.
He is the clutch king though, Twist. He's already had 2 1-on-3s this half. That's the first start. Zappa is extremely low as well, and Twist does have an idea on where he's at. He spotted him now as well. Nicely done from Twist. Another round on the board for an IP here.
Okay, well,
we might still throw you under the bus, Dan. You know, it's left to find out.
Well, Cloud9 will be charging into the A-bomb site. Smokes are up, and Flopsky is having a look-see with the MP9. Traded, though, by high explosive. Now give Cloud9 position and a man advantage. We can see the rotation at the back of the site, including Hampus with the AWP. And again, doesn't want to go too far. Even more so now that Nork's been lost. That takes all their control away. Well, not control, but presence, rather. And Rez will try to help protect this AWP, which Cloud9 must know is still in play now. How much will they invest into chasing it down? Job has been done for now. Hampus will collect, but the chase is on, as we can see. Rez will collect.
Slight advantage there on the person taking the initiation or the initiative.
Look at the push here, though, that coming from Hampus. He's already in T-Con, so the call should be made. Obviously, Twist is smart here enough. You tend to have a guy in Ivy, but he does go down. Knock as well. Alex with a nice no-scope. NIP had the read.
After Plopsky was lost up at B, one was dropped to lower B, but to no avail, as we can see. Nork with that push didn't really work out for him, and Cloud9 going from strength to strength. It's going to be a big comeback, I feel like, now for Ninjas in Pajamas, should it be successful. And for the most part, the next round is eco territory. Absolutely is now with the headshot from Zeppa.
So that's going to be exciting. See if they can do some magic on this round, though.
Oh boy, he's going to get with one CZ. Well, I think he's headshot Floppy as well, so that really turns things into a winning situation, winnable rather. Twist with the high ground, you can see him considering committing, but he can allow his teammates to get into position and with that high ground play off of them. Smoke on lower ramp, that's a high health player, doesn't really make a fatal connection just yet. If only he found the other one. 2v2 now, S-Tag and Floppy trying to hold on. Down goes Floppy. Rez with an AK, he's got full armor as well, so it's a fair fight, and that is a massively stolen round from Ninjas in Pajamas. That round was a breath of life for Ninjas in Pajamas. They were really on the ropes, but perhaps that's the motivation to get them back into the game. Nice defensive pop flash from Twist. And again, there is a beautiful arching flashbang you can make from there. Well, Floppy's been seen trying to do what he can now since he is position known. Taken off the radar by Plopsky. Ninjas in Pajamas now stabilizing. You can see they really don't have the money. They can survive with 5. That would be fantastic. Seems they'll do exactly that. Everybody alive as NI.
Still some utility left on C9. There is a smoke, and we do have our holding angles, just waiting for NIP's push. But you're still not getting a move on. 20 seconds left now.
Well, Mezzi was the only person who's been seen on that A bomb site, which is maybe making them wonder about the B bomb site. Floppy's actually caught one of the rotations, and he's inviting everybody over now, making a forward play. You can see Hampus streaming in to die, and Flopsky will be at the back of the bomb site. But of course, the bomb is being planted on A. They waited so long that surely it had to be the real play on B, but no, risks were taken, and they've paid off for Cloud9. 10-second defuse is pretty much not happening, so... Well, no defuse will happen. It's match point for Cloud9, 15-10 over Ninjas in Pajamas, who have eco money.
Brought out early on by these tactical plays. Oh, Rez, that's so unfortunate. Very well done by Cloud9.
Oh, he does tag S-Tag though, but ends up going down. Nice push from Plopsky in terms of timing. Alex just jumps down with the pistol. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Style points at the very least.
he's playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I was thinking exactly that.
Everyone else playing Counter-Strike.
Man, okay. 15-10 map and match point for C9. 2-on-2 situation. No kit on NIP. Hampus with a molly and an HE though. We do have Hampus coming from the flank. Gets the first on Alex, leaving Zappa in a very difficult spot. Basically just sandwiched in.
Oh boy. Almost everyone's here though for NIP. Save for Plopsky, of course, because he's dead. 5 on 4, just about for Ninja's Pajamas, and it gets better. Hamper's getting dropped. There goes Twist, and I think the end is here. Indeed it is. Cloud9, best Ninjas in Pajamas on train and in the series. 2-1, and they can start smiling again.